Hi, my name is Adam Snyder. I'm a member of Group 2 in Owens Community College's Business Communications class, and I would like to introduce our GoFundMe campaign that we are currently working to raise money for. Our campaign is called Learning AGucation, and what we are trying to do is raise awareness for agricultural learning for children in schools. Our goal is to raise money to donate to programs in Northwest Ohio that will assist in developing programs and providing resources for students to show them how important agriculture is, what work goes into the food on their plates, and understanding the impact of what farmers are doing for them each day. With help from you, I am confident that we will be able to reach our group's goal of $150.
My name is Tyler Bosma, and I'm going to discuss the topics that we did not choose and why we picked the one that we did. All of our ideas could have been used in certain situations, but we made our final decision based on the location of Owens Community College and the time frame that we were given to work on the project. Our two ideas of Ohio House Rabbit Rescue and the Family with a Lost Parent were not in the Northwest Ohio area, so we decided not to do this because it would not impact the Owens Community College area. We also had an idea to connect with felons, but this would have been difficult to do with the limited time that we were given for this project. Our final idea of raising funds for agricultural education was the best fit for this project. It was the most relevant to the Northwest Ohio area, and it was reasonable to complete. This campaign was going to have an impact on a large group of children who would eventually become farmers of our future, so we decided on this topic.
Caitlin Franker, and this year I served as the group leader for Group 2 of Business Communications. Behind me you can find the OSU Extension Office of Seneca County, which we chose to serve as our campaign fund this year. Through 4-H and through the Extension program, we encourage children and adults to learn by doing. That was one of the things that we wanted to incorporate when creating our GoFundMe campaign. Through that, we wanted to make sure that in the pictures that we posted in the design of our overall campaign, that we included pictures of children actually doing the activities and having fun with it. With that being said, we included pictures of children making salsa. We also incorporated a picture of them doing our STEM activities. While this is just some of the activities that we do, we hope that that would influence potential donors to contribute to our program and make it an overall successful campaign. Along with that, with our narrative of the project, we wanted to make sure that while we kept it short, we did include all the information about the campaign possible. Not only explaining what the 4-H program does, but also explaining how our ag programs can be incorporated in the classroom, which is the ultimate goal of the GoFundMe campaign. Throughout the campaign, we wanted to make sure that they were actually understanding where their money was going, as many people across the world might not know what 4-H or the agricultural program of the OSU Extension Office provides. Through that, we wanted to make sure that we gave as much information as possible, while also making sure that no matter where in the world you are, that you would understand what you are donating to. So throughout the whole program, we wanted to make sure that overall there was a good understanding of the program, while also making sure that we weren't adding too much information to make the campaign confusing or make it seem not a complete or a beneficial campaign.
Knowing how to effectively use social media to promote your business is an integral part of business in today's modern day. We used social media to raise funds for our GoFundMe campaign. Particularly, I tweeted a link to our GoFundMe page back in mid-July saying that my classmates and I are working to raise money to help children learn where their food comes from, which is an integral part, a worthy cause in the world of plastic-wrapped meat and produce. On this tweet alone, I received 12 retweets and 10 likes from my friends and family, and directly from this tweet, that generated $15 worth of donations for our cause by two of my friends who saw it, who would have otherwise had no idea that this campaign was going on, but through the power of social media, were able to know of its existence and help fund it.
All right, so when we talk about the success and failure of our project, there's a few things that come to mind. One is success isn't always going to be measured in the simplest of metrics. In our society, we do like to quantify things in terms of how many dollars something is worth or how much money you raised. And it is true that we did not meet our goal of the $150. However, it is true that there were some successes we'd like to go over first. One of which is, as a group, we came together and used some of the functions on Blackboard, like Collaborate, which myself and I know a couple of my other team members, we didn't have any experience prior to that. So gaining the experience and coming together, coalescing as a team, and getting things done in a group format was, I think, beneficial for everyone. In addition to that, there were a couple other successes that we had. First of which was, as we delegated responsibilities to everybody in the group, we found that there were certain things that were easier for others to do. Those of us that had experience coordinating things and being a team leader, as you saw, there was another responsibility that was covered by somebody who had experience with graphic design. So delegating those responsibilities was a great success, and our teamwork and the educational experience that we gained was certainly a success. Now, while we haven't raised the amount of money that we hope to raise, it is true that in the last few days we've more than doubled the amount of donations that we received, and there's a reason for that. Education is important, and where our food comes from is becoming an increasingly important aspect of people becoming aware of not only global climate conditions, but also just our infrastructure that's aging in this country. It is true that where your food comes from is not only very important infrastructurally, but it's also very important personally, ethically, and morally for people. As you can see here, downtown Toledo, there's quite a buzz and an enthusiasm for people to not only economically support local farmers and just their local community in general, but you can also see that people like that option of having something healthy to eat. So it was important for us as a successful project to bring some awareness and educate some people about the fact that we need to teach our children where our food comes from. And in doing so, I think we're not only helping education, which is very important, but we're helping to teach people to be mindful of what they're putting in their bodies. Overall, for a failure, we would say yes, we did not meet the actual number of dollars that we were hoping to raise. However, the failure is only relative to the fact that we chose sort of an arbitrary amount of money. I don't think that the amount of money is as important as the experience gained for all of our team members. Other successes I'd like to focus on, if you just look in general, the enthusiasm with which our group members participated, the Collaborate function of Blackboard which we used. We were not able to meet in person, but despite that, we were successful in coming together and finding a way around the fact that we had geographical distances and we covered those successfully. So, in closing, I would just like to say that our project may have been a failure in terms of the dollars raised, but overall, if you look at the metrics of experience and education, I think ultimately our project was a success. Thank you.